You get one wish on one player you want at the deadline.
Oh, fuck.
Who is it?
Ketel Marte.
Okay.
Or
A genie appears and it
reasonable.
says a reasonable player that you can get at the deadline. Welcome back to the Monday afternoon remote edition. It's Fake Josh. It's Dez. And they got one.
They got one.
They got one.
They left there with something.
They got one. The Astros dropped the series to the Mariners in a series where you lost your starting third baseman and pillar of the offense. Two of your pitchers went 2 1/3 and 4 innings. And the skeleton crew, Walking Dead, fought.
They almost won that series.
Fought.
The second game goes differently, and you.
What a
you
weird
walk away with
baseball
the
game.
series win.
What a weird fucking game.
That was so weird. Yeah.
I very much felt like all of the what's the when the guy's like I just won when Iron Man asked him.
Doctor Strange when all the outcomes, he's like
just won.
Yeah.
Down 3-0. Brian Wu on the mound, all-star. Hunter Brown gets chased.
I thought that game was over.
That game was more than over.
I was like, Hunter Brown broke first. Oh no, there's no way. Yeah, it's over.
And then the offense, the ragtag group, the skeleton crew, hangs 11 unanswered, and you leave Seattle with a decent, like, okay, yeah, let's go to work. Like, it was just like
you only drop one game.
You only dropped one
game. That's
game.
the biggest thing. You only drop one game in the standings. Seattle's going to play Milwaukee. The Astros are going to play Arizona.
Who is
you
starter 4-0.
You still have one of the easiest schedules remaining in the league. So it's not the end of the world, but there is.
The margins are done. The margins are dried up.
The margins are tough. Like I've said last time, these next 2 weeks, it's barely 2. It's like what 10 days now. It's important. You have to take care of business. You have to hope that Christian Javier's rehabbing. You have Luis Garcia. We'll get into that.
New windup.
We'll get into that. You have guys coming back, and you have the trade deadline coming. So you just got to
look good.
You just got to take care of business. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing coming out of this series is obviously Brandon Walter Friday night pitched his damn tail off. Another 6 innings, 1-run ball. There's a lot of confidence in myself and Brandon Walter all year.
He's my number 3 guy right now.
I was getting shit on the internet for this, but
I've
been on the Brandon Walter train for a hot minute.
You were early. You were early on that train.
I wasn't wrong. I was just early.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards Gordon or Gusto, but you're absolutely right. But Brandon Walter is the guy.
And this is where it kind of this conversation evolves into the weekend conversation. The reason why I like Brandon Walter is he fills his zone up with strikes. He doesn't walk people. If you get him, it's a solo shot. And other than that, he pitches with a ton of confidence, and he's a strikeout per inning guy. He's not like a high K9 guy, but he's going to get his punchies. But what he's really going to do is he's going to make sure that when he leaves the ball game, you have an opportunity to win a game. And that's what he does every time he gets the ball. Yeah, there'll be a bad start here and there. Of course, you're going to get that with a guy with this first time run in the show like this, but he gives you a chance. And this is why I think the Astros are going to get another arm at the deadline, is because you can't count on anyone behind your 1, 2, 3, and your number 2 right now is kind of taking on water in Hunter Brown, where the last 3 starts he hasn't made it through the 5th inning. You cannot survive this 63-game sprint that's remaining when you have 60% of your rotation as a toss-up. It just doesn't matter. And that's especially with arms coming back. Look, the conversation with Lance McCullers Jr. is going to have to be had. Yeah. You cannot continue to have a guy that walks 4 or 5 guys a game and only makes it 2 1/3 or 3 innings or 4 innings. Yes, the outliers of the Dodgers. Yes, you have those things, but down this stretch, you need consistency. You cannot flip a coin with 60% of your rotation. And that's why I think they're going to get a guy that slots in the 3 spot, that slots in as an innings eater, a veteran guy that can go 6 innings. We've had them before. Look, I hate the Rat, but when the Rat played and pitched in, what year was that, 17?
Yeah.
In 18? He 8 innings. And so then you had Greinke obviously was past his Hall of Fame superstar, but he came in, slotted in, and ate a ton of innings. Yusei Kikuchi ate a ton of innings. You need a guy like that down this stretch that can stabilize the rotation. And I don't think it's prudent that you wait and hold serve, hoping that a Luis Garcia, hoping that a Christian Javier, hoping that a Spencer Arrighetti is that stabilizer. But hey, it's going to take him a while to speed up. Now all of a sudden you have 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks to play with, and now your margins are completely gone. So I think that's why you have to get a guy to do that, because you saw it this weekend. Brandon Walter gave you 6. Amazing. Great. Well, Hits McCullers Jr. couldn't get through the 3rd. And then you had your bullpen pitch through the 11th inning in a freak game where
if Lance could give you even 4 that game, you might be in a better position to handle that.
And then you have Hunter Brown on Sunday who didn't pitch bad. He just had they worked his pitch count. He had, I think, 60 pitches in the last 2 innings that were all high leverage.
Yeah.
And he couldn't go through 5. I mean,
speaking of that, with leverage, I was looking into Brandon Walter because you had a great point about him filling up the zone. If they get him, it's like a solo shot. So I was looking into his leverage pitches and at-bats. Through all of his starts, he's only had 11 plate appearances against him in high leverage situations. 98 low leverage, 77 medium leverage. So that means he's only gotten into quote unquote jams, situations where the game is close. There's a guy on second or third, however it defines high leverage, which it probably does define it, but whatever. However you define high leverage in a jam, he doesn't get into jams. He's getting through innings. He might give up, solo shot, like you said. He might give up, a double and then a single. But he's rarely pitching in situations where he's sweating his ass off and it's high leverage. He is just rolling through games, and I love that.
And I think a lot of people just get hung up on this 1-3 record. His peripherals and everything are amazing.
No, he's right behind. Framber has a 147 ERA plus. He has a 111 ERA plus.
He has a whip of 0.96. Like, that's elite. And so as you continue to work through this and get down this sprint, he's stabilizing it. And I think when all these arms comes back, he's still in the rotation.
You want to talk about the arms coming back now?
Yeah, but first I want to talk about what else. Thank God you got the game on Sunday, because you lost Isak Paredes probably for at least 4 to 6 weeks. I haven't checked in with any of my people yet, but it's not good.
Yeah. I did see, like, at worst it's 6 weeks, so it's not like it's not going to be a season-ending type of thing, which is like, unfortunately, that's all we get as a silver lining with this team for this year. Like, at least, most people aren't going down for a season. If it's a grade 3 hammy, that's about 6 weeks. Hopefully it's a little better than that. But yeah, I wouldn't expect to see him for at least a month.
Well, and this is where
in September.
This is where I'm also kind of it's troublesome, because you have all these guys and you're like, hey, the fan narratives, hey, these guys are coming back. These guys are coming back. Well, yeah, they got to come back and then
the rest of the team.
They got to be what they were before they got hurt. And that's a coin flip. And it's just, it really pisses me off that a truly special year in my eyes, that found money year, essentially, especially where expectations were so low, that is being derailed by shit injury luck and shit medical practices. It's just, it feels, as fans and even for the guys, like being robbed of a year, and potentially being robbed of a Framber Valdez in the playoffs for the final time year, a potential Victor Carantini, who's been a absolute stabilizer in this lineup this entire year. He's a free agent to be. So these guys deserve a run at the title and deserve the way they played this year. And because of whatever medical practice, because of whatever shit injury luck it is, and injuries happen, but with 16 guys on the injured list, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Something has to be done.
Do you wanna run through that? Through who's all on the injured list?
Yeah. Isak Paredes, right hamstring injury. Brendan Rodgers, left oblique strain and then concussed. Luis Garcia coming back from Tommy John surgery, 2023. Spencer Arrighetti, broken thumb. Christian Javier, Tommy John surgery. Jordan Alvarez, right hand fracture. Jeremy Pena, rib fracture. Jake Myers, right calf strain. JP France, torn right shoulder capsule. Sean Duman, right forearm strain. Zach DeZenzo, left hand inflammation / capsule injury, I believe. Jacob Milton, right ankle sprain. Luis Guillermo, right hamstring strain. Pedro Leon, grade 1 MCL strain. Renel Blanco, torn UCL. Hayden Wisniewski, torn UCL. And ladies and gentlemen, you yourself are on the 60-day IL for fatigue, for stress, for depression, whatever it may be.
Yeah,
you
I'm
are also on the injured
IL with
list.
depression for sure. Yikes!
There's a. You could take the Astros IL team, and they could probably win you 81 games.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a person at each position. You have a couple bench bats, and you have a full rotation. Only thing missing is a bullpen, but you have enough of a rotation where 3 of those guys could be your bullpen guys. Luis Garcia can close games. Awful. Got to be the worst ever. 18 was bad. 21 was bad. But this feels worse. Your worst injury medical year ever as an Astros fan. I'm sure there's been maybe worse. I mean, obviously, there's been years where maybe bigger names go down mid-season. But as far as cumulative,
there you go. Cumulative.
Guys, big names down right now, not on this team, but being paid by this team. That's a lot. That's a lot of names. That's really tough.
Yeah, and look, you have to look. There's no team. There's no one across the league that's like going to be poor Astros. Oh, poor Houston.
Oh yeah, no.
So
even the announcer for Fox, was it Fox the other night or like right before the deadline or before the All-Star break?
Yeah, it was there.
He was like. They listed everybody off, and Eric Karros was like,
"Yeah, what a douchebag."
You want me to feel sorry for them?
Yeah,
it's like what? Why are you saying that?
And I do think this is where the Houston Astros culture and the Houston Astros pedigree stands above everyone else because, 16 guys are injured.
This happens to most teams. They're
done. They're
selling.
packing. They're selling.
They're punting the year.
They're booking out October for the holiday. They have everything planned. They're just mailing it in. They're collecting their checks. The standard of the Houston Astros allows a Taylor Trammell to step up on a Sunday.
Shout out
being down 3-0.
Trammell.
You
the
have
Savant Page is sexy. Like you showed me that.
Savant Page is really, really good. You have a Caleb Ort eat 2 innings. A Brian King to eat 2 innings. You have all these different guys stepping up, and they're going to have to continue to step up. You have Christian Walker, who's having a silently great July.
Yeah.
I think his OPS is like 857 for the month.
Let me look that up.
You have Victor Carantini just being a professional hitter at every single at bat. Whether it's an out or not, he is working counts. He's putting strenuous pitches on those pitchers' arms, especially with Isak Paredes now out for the foreseeable future. You have Jose Altuve and Cam Smith rising to the occasion. You have all these. You have Zach Short, who got scratched and then going into a game to give you some defensive innings. You have Mauricio Dubon playing every single position. Give him the Gold Glove utility again this year because he continues to give you superb defense, whether it's second, third, short, outfield, whatever it may be.
Christian Walker with an 868 OPS
there
in July.
It is.
That's solid.
You couldn't tell if you looked on the internet, but you have that. You have the you have the Walters, you have the Gustos, you have the Colton Gordons, you have these guys.
Well, and speaking of all the guys injured, they're injured. They're not doing the whole I'm not going to travel with the team thing. Like most of these guys are all traveling with the team. They're in that dugout. They are supporting their team. They are, giving the young guys mentorship, all that kind of stuff. That's what you want to see. Obviously, some guys, like, you have to go rehab in Florida or whatever. Like, there's a reason why you can't be with the team. But any of the guys that, Pena's been, before he went sent to Florida actually to start rehabbing, but while he was healing, he was with the team every day. He was in that dugout talking with the guys. That speaks to the culture, like you were talking about. Anybody that steps into that dugout, anybody that gets added to that active 26-man roster, they feel like they can help bring this team to wins.
And I think that can get you there. I don't think it can.
No,
it can.
It's all fun. It's all beautiful talk. It's all fun and games to talk about how good the culture is, but unfortunately, you still need a team in October.
Yeah, and if they do get there, the margins are tighter in my eyes now, especially with the lead being cut down to 4. This team at full health is dangerous with this foundation that's being laid down by these guys.
Yeah,
you have a lot of team over me. You have a lot of kind of this. I hate to say championship foundation, but teams like this, when you zoom out at the end of the year, if they do get healthy, if you do get 75% of the guys back off the IL, that's a team you're like, man, they were just scrappy. They were resilient. They grinded. And that's the teams that are tough outs come October. We've seen it before. We played against it. You've seen a Braves. You've seen a Nationals. You've seen a Rangers team. You've seen these teams that you're just like, fuck, man. Mm-hmm. These guys are just, they're not even playing above their means. They're grinding and they're tough and man, I hate to put that on this team right now, but they're kind of laying that foundation right now and through this year. So it's all about health, and you kind of had a small glimpse of that health. Astros Future posted about 3 arms this weekend, and some videos. And
shout out Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Great job.
You had Spencer Arrighetti for the Hooks go 3 innings, 1 hit,
look good,
0 runs, 0 walks, 4 punchies through 43 pitches, 29 strikes.
Yeah.
You had AJ Blueball, who struck out 7 over 5 1/3. He's only allowed 2 runs over his last 15 2/3. You have Luis Garcia with a new arm, path, and mechanics.
Do you want to say what you think of it?
Struck out 2 over 2, 23 pitches, 17 strikes. And you had Christian Javier. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, also
Uala had 11 punchies.
I mean, there's arms that are coming. Whether it's minor league guys that might get a shot. I might throw Uala in the bullpen. Maybe he's
high whip.
Maybe he's the right-handed guy. Yeah, but if you with some coaching to pitch only 1 inning, like maybe you figure that out.
I would say they just have him on. If he was up, he'd be up by now. And he's an arm. And we'll talk about the trades because
he might be.
We
traded.
have to. He may. If I'm
his
prospect
raw stuff.
I'm prospect hoarding. Like that's the one guy I'm not getting rid of. Christian Javier tossed 2 scoreless with 3 strikeouts.
Do we have any video of that? I didn't see that.
There was no video. Okay. 26 pitches, 19 for
Corpus,
strikes.
Right?
For Corpus.
I don't know why we don't have video. Maybe they're on the road. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of arms that are doing exactly what we were hoping. This is why we said this next 2 weeks is so important. Those rehabs need to go smoothly, no setbacks, see how they do. I mean, Arrighetti looks like he needs maybe 2 more rehab starts. He just needs to get stretched out to maybe 3 more rehab starts. He needs to get stretched out back up to full. But his stuff looks like he's ready. And then you want to talk about Luis?
Yeah. All right.
Let me give my take first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Clearly, there's been a change in his arm slot to, I'm assuming, for better health, to help him have a better, healthier arm, for longevity, all that. It looks a little weird It's a very big difference in short arming it. But what I tweeted out, what I compared in a video, you can tell that we're kind of looking at somebody like Framber Valdez. You look at Framber Valdez, he's a guy that has consistently stayed healthy through his entire career. He's had a few things, but none of it has been like an elbow or a shoulder that I can remember, for at least definitely not for an extended period of time. So if I'm, Luis Garcia or the Astros, and I'm like, all right, let's change your arm slot to be healthier, I'm looking directly at Framber Valdez, especially for two guys that are a little bigger.
Yeah.
Obviously, Framber's lefty, he's righty, but as far as size and everything, they're pretty similar. So yeah, if you look at the video, I mean, Framber's still a little less. Framber's more here, while Luis is here. But we didn't see the miles per hour, but it seemed to be working as far as stuff and how he's performing. And if it keeps him healthier, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, if this was the plan for 2 years, then okay.
You worry it's a panic switch up?
I'm just worried it's hard to bounce back with Tommy sometimes. It's hard to bounce back with arm injuries the way they are. And it goes to, and we talked about this offline in the group messages, like, all right, Spencer Strider did this, and he struggled for 4 weeks until he started rolling over the last week and a half. You can't afford Luis Garcia to come back to the show with a new arm delivery and all that and struggle. You just can't.
That's valid.
You had Brewster Gatterall, who came back with a new arm kind of in this little window, shorting it everything up and kind of shot putting it. He's been on and off the IL since he's came back from that. You have Lance McCullers Jr., who has brought his arm tighter in, and he's been struggling. So to me, it's like, yeah, he looks great striking out minor league guys, 100%.
Yeah, that's valid.
But he threw 23 pitches, and it looks like he's a ways. Why is he at 23 pitches, but Spencer was at 40? Like, it's been 2 years. Like, so I know Dana on the radio and all the interviews said they're slowly bringing him up. Are they slowly bringing him up for what? Like, is he?
Do you think he's a bullpen guy this year?
I think he's a bullpen guy.
And I'd be fine with that. If he could be your, I don't know the status of Sean Dubin, but if he takes kind of Sean Dubin's spot, 1 to 2 innings kind of guy, that's a win. I know it's frustrating. He's been gone for 2 years. He's taking a lot longer than even Christian Javier, who got surgery a year after him. It's frustrating. I get it. But at the same time, you still got to get what you can get out of him. And if that is a bullpen guy, just another arm that you already have, rather than having to go trade for somebody, I'll take that.
Yeah,
and then he can roll into next year as a starter.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, if they pick up
Is this his last year?
He's going into ARP 3.
Oh, yeah, I think they'll pick it up for ARP. I mean, I can't imagine it'll be that much.
So I just feel like they're slowly bringing him back compared to the other two. I think it'd probably, which is crazy. I guess it'll be Spencer first, then Javi, then Luis.
Yes. Spencer definitely seems like he's a lot closer, but especially because he didn't have an arm injury. It was a freak
yeah,
on his. There was a non-throwing hand, right? So
freak thumb injury. No,
yeah.
it was his throwing hand.
It was his throwing hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a non. Okay. But I mean, his thumb. It seems like his thumb is fine. So now it's more. He's just ramping up spring training essentially.
Yeah,
he's I think his injury is 100% now. He's just ramping up the stretching out. So I think he'll be back. Like I said, I think max he needs 3 more rehab starts and he's back.
Spencer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get Spencer and Javier
2.
right after the deadline, which is July 31st.
Yeah.
So you have that going.
10 days away.
10 days away, and it feels like it's a Michael, not a Michael Walker. It feels like a Seth Lugo.
Yeah.
It feels like non-sexy names.
Adrian Hauser is what I said.
Yeah, that's a good pull. It does feel like a Dana Brown traded for who?
Yeah.
Deadline, and I'm kind of excited for that.
So going into that, outside of obviously like Jordan or whatever, Who are your fringe guys that are non-tradables for you? Prospects, and then obviously like some of the younger, like say Brandon Walter or whoever, like those kind of guys.
I think Jeremy, Hunter, Jordan, Altuve.
That's it. Anybody else?
Everyone else.
Even Uala and like.
I mean, I would. It has to be worth it for Miguel to be moved. Yeah. But everyone else is kind of. I hate using the word expendable, but it's no. I mean, it's just kind of this nature.
If it's a win, then I take it.
It's this nature of this roster construction, nature of the budget, nature of all these injuries that you're having this conversation. But I mean, it's at least they have major league run. Like there's value in that. Like Shea Whitcomb getting run, Bryce Matthews getting run.
I was about to say, I guarantee you over this next 10 days, Chaz is going to start 7 or 8 games.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you need
him
to.
They're trying. Well, you need him to, and then also
and he may be. Yeah.
They're shopping him a little bit.
I would probably add Mauricio Dubon in the no trade bucket.
Interesting.
Just because there's so. I mean,
well, what if you trade for like a Willie Castro, and then you upgrade your utility basically?
Well, I just think at this point you need so much utility.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't afford.
No, I would agree.
Okay, let me ask you this. You this will be a clip. Where's the dog of the week trophy?
Should be no.
You know what? No. Grab that World Series trophy. Okay.
You want to
pause. Just rub it real quick. Pause. A genie appears.
Ooh.
You get one wish on one player you want at the deadline.
Oh, fuck.
Who is it?
Ketel Marte.
Okay.
Or
a genie appears and it reasonable. A reasonable player that you can get at the deadline.
Okay, you said a genie, so I was like, it's the fucking number one.
Okay, what's it called?
Used car salesman genie?
No, hold on. What was the thing back in the day? Okay, a layaway genie appears.
Layaway. A Wayfarer.
From Circuit City. A Circuit City layaway jersey. We're old. Okay.
Circuit City. Someone could say Radio Shack next.
Oh, man.
All right,
okay.
So a reasonable
guy
that they go get.
You could choose anyone. The genie grants that wish.
You said anyone? No, anybody reasonable. Anybody reasonable.
In the scope of reality.
I mean, is Brandon Lau in that scope of reality?
Yeah, that's a.
I am dead set on a lefty second baseman. I think that is the puzzle piece.
You've hyper.
That is the puzzle piece that this team is missing. You need a second baseman. I don't like going for the corner outfielder guy because clearly you don't want Altuve at second base in the playoffs. So I'm thinking playoffs. So I'm thinking you need a lefty second baseman. Brandon Lau is that guy. Now the question
Brandon Lau 800 OPS.
The question, and he crushes righties, I believe. The problem is that the Rays are good now. When I started the Brandon Lau trade, somebody out in our comments actually was the first person. Shout out them. The Rays were bad, but now they've kind of. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to. But he only has like a year left, and he's a little older. So the Rays might do a thing where like, oh, we'll trade a 28-year-old on his way out of our contract with him and get 24-year-old to fill. They just do their cycle. Outside of Brandon Lau, Willie Castro, because he's a lefty switch hitter, can play second, can play the outfield if you need. I think he'd be a really big pull, but I just think there's so much pitching on this team. They need hitting. They need hitters. Go get me Ryan O'Hearn and Brandon Lau and call it a deadline. I'm happy. I don't need another pitcher. You've been big on other pitchers. I can see why. But the Astros right now, I think, are 2 pitchers away from having a rotation. And you have Spencer Aguirre, Christian Javier, Luis Garcia, future maybe JP France. You still have Colton Gordon. You have AJ Blueball. You have Miguel Uala. Like there's enough guys for rotation in my mind to get you to October, and one of those people can be your number 3. But they need bats. I cannot have, no offense to any of them, I cannot have, quadruple A guys being my 7 through 9 in the playoffs. Like we need guys to get healthy, but then we also need more help. Even with a fully healthy lineup, they need a lefty second baseman. That's my guy. Now who's your guy?
Steven Kwan.
Whoa!
I'm asking the Guardians, what does it take?
Interesting. That came out of nowhere.
And
is he rumored to move? I know they are listening on Class A, which is crazy.
This is where I'm at. The AL Central with Minnesota, with Kansas City, and with the Guardians. The Tigers are winning the Central for the next 5 years.
So the rest of that division is probably selling.
What you're gonna have a come to Jesus moment of
how do we
retool to compete with the Tigers? Because right now at present we cannot.
That's a great point.
So I'm asking.
I mean, I think the Royals are the least sellers out of those because they have the young core. They don't need that many pieces. But
so then I'm gonna go ask the Minnesota Twins. What's up with Carlos Correa?
No way.
I'm gonna ask.
To play what?
Third. To play third base.
And then Nisok
second.
Moves the second?
There's your second baseman.
Whoa. If that happened, that'd be crazy.
So my third genie wish and the most obvious one is Ryan O'Hearn.
Yeah.
Big bopper, lefty bat, corner outfielder, but he's a guy, a rental, lefty bat, OPS is high, could do it. Now, if the genie also lets me have an arm, Edward Cabrera. The Marlins.
Okay.
So 2 crazy asks and then 2 reality asks.
I dream of genie.
That's the trade deadline genie.
I like that. Yeah. So
who do you want?
Yeah.
If a genie grants you one wish, if I had one wish.
Reasonable wish.
Reasonable wish.
Because I could tell Marte is too crazy.
What would it be? Remember, it's a Circuit City layaway genie.
It's Radio Shack.
Radio Shack genie.
Yeah. Klarna for payments. Yeah. So now they move on to Arizona. Going to another team that potentially might be sellers.
Yeah, there's
facing
a lot.
That Ketel Marte that I want to go get, trade the farm.
You see he got robbed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's actually not playing right now because I don't know how long
he's playing tonight.
Is he? He's back. I assume that wouldn't be that long. Yeah, that's crazy. And I was talking to somebody about that. I was like, if I'm a security company, I'm absolutely doing a sponsorship with MLB or something where any of the All-Stars. I'm like, well, and I may even do commercials while he's away, we're protecting.
Yeah.
As one, just a good marketing strategy, but as 2 is don't fucking try it.
Yeah.
You'll get got.
Well, this is also kind of looking at the standings because I was going to look at where the Diamondbacks are. They're chasing 8 in the West.
Yeah, it's tough.
They've won 4 in a row.
Where are they the wild card though?
They are sitting.
That in a wild card is bunched.
So is the AL, and this is where my conversation was going to go. They're chasing 4.5.
I don't think they have it.
I know it's been a lot of doom and gloom for the Astro fans, even myself. If that lead got to 2, I was ready to stick a fork in the ear.
Sunday was important.
Sunday was very important. But when you zoom out, the Astros are still 1 back from the 2 seed, 2 back from the 1 seed. And
2.5.
You have.
Is it 2.5?
Or chasing 2 in the loss column. So I guess 2.5.
2.5 from the best record in baseball. After all that.
But if you look at the divisions across the league, other than the AL Central where the Tigers have an 11-game lead,
yeah,
every other division is less than 4 games. The Astros have 4.
The Dodgers
on the Mariners
have fallen that much.
The Blue Jays have 3 on the Yankees, and they play this weekend or this week.
Ooh.
The Phillies have a half game on the Mets.
Damn.
The Cubs and Brewers are tied, and the Dodgers have 3.5 on the Padres.
Padres came up. They were back by 7.5 last time I looked.
So, yeah, it's been bad as a Houston Astro fan, but it's been bad for a lot of division leaders over the last 3 weeks.
After how bad this 9-game stretch has been, Was it or 10 games? It's 2-8.
It's been bad.
This 10-game stretch has been bad.
bad.
But
3-7 in the last 10.
at the same time, step back, we're still way better than
dead.
We're still
so
at
dead,
a
but we're
way
alive.
better position than I thought we would be at the beginning of the year.
4 makes me more comfortable than 2.
They have the easiest schedule remaining. You have all these guys coming back. Like I said, you just got to get through all they need to do is play 500 this next 2 weeks, and everything will be okay.
World Series this year, please.
You get your reinforcements at the deadline with injuries and trades. It's gonna be good. We got to get out of here.
We got to get out of
It was
here.
a long pod, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun little series in Arizona, and then the Astros come back home, and then the next time they go on a road trip, they'll have a completely different looking team.
Completely different team. Colton Gordon versus Zach Gallen tonight in the desert.
In the desert.
In the desert. Christian Walker homecoming.
Oh yeah.
He's
He's at a hot July.
Hot
It
July.
might get hotter.
hot boy summer.
He has a good time on the West. He likes
Does.
going West.
West Coast Walker's
Oh, West Coast Walker. That's a fucking bar right there. Oh.
There's the lights. There's the music playing us off. That's the episode. Shout out to our sponsors. Turn them off. Shout out to our sponsors: Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint, 14 locations. It's the newest one in Cypress, just going up. They're also celebrating their 10-year anniversary today. As we were watching this on Monday, they're doing $10 burgers for their Monday special for their 10-year anniversary. And use Zing, we Zang responsibly. Get your Zing Zang at Specs, at Total Wine, at HEB. Go to Zing Zang and follow them on their socials. Zang responsibly.
Yep.
That's it.
That's gonna do it. Thank you for watching and listening to Beyond the One podcast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Go Stros.
Love you guys.